Hey guys, welcome to today's Vehicle Visionary. Today, based on a request, we're going to take a look at this 2021 Chevrolet Spark. And if you're looking for a really base model vehicle, this is definitely it. Falls in a price point well under $20,000. In fact, it's around $17,000, and I believe with current discounts for the end of the year here from Red River Chevrolet, where I borrowed this model, you can actually get it for under $16,000. The exterior color on this model is called Caribbean Metallic, which is actually quite a nice looking color. The interior is jet black, and there's a lot of interesting features on this model that make me think of kids teenagers, whatever, in this day and age, who would not know what to do with a wall-mounted phone, including how to send text messages with it, right? And when we get into the interior in just a minute here, you'll find out exactly what I'm talking about, because they may very well not know how to operate some of the features and functions found within this Spark. But in the interest of fair reporting, of course, we'll take a quick look here at the front end. And for a teenager to get this as their very first car, they probably would be rather excited about it. And one of the interesting things that I have to say, would this qualify as a sports car because of the fact that you actually have to turn the steering wheel and pull out of an area that has a low spot, such as a curb or something you have to pull over, which is what I had to do when I got into this car today. You have to turn sideways or go at an angle to make sure you don't scrape the front air down. Does that make it qualify as a sports car? Well, probably not. Okay guys, no matter what trim level of the 2021 Spark you may choose to purchase, they all come with the same 1.4 liter four-cylinder. Hold on to your hats, guys. 98 horsepower and 94 foot-pounds of torque. Now, that does mean really good gas mileage at 30 miles per gallon city and an estimated 38 highway. And if you're looking for a manual transmission in a car, well, here's one you can get it in. There is a optional 5-speed manual, or the CVT, or continuously variable, let's get that right without a tongue twister, transmission, or what is known as a shiftless transmission. And if you're wondering what size the wheels are, they are 15-inch wheels. And if you're wondering about the mirrors, well, they are manually foldable mirrors. You can fold them in two different directions, and they are adjustable, be it manually adjustable for both. And here's something else that might be of interest. This is what this particular model comes with. Notice there's no remote. Talk about going back in time of sorts. A lot of people might say, man, that's what I've been looking for a long time. Something that doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. And even though this model does have the infotainment screen, and we'll take a look at in just a minute, I tell people often that's nothing to be afraid of if that's nothing you've ever had or something you've never had on a vehicle before. This is one of the probably most bare bones infotainment screens I've ever seen. And we'll take a quick look into the rear cargo area, but I will say, while we're here, a little bit more of that sports car-like attention to the Spark. You've got a rear roof spoiler right here to help channel air over the rear window as you're driving, but of course if it does get dirty, of course you have your rear window wiper. And we'll open the rear area here so you can take a look at what is inside. I'll give you the cargo numbers, and there is a spare tire that comes with this particular model. Of course, you do have a little cargo cover right there. Of course, out of habit, a lot of people might look down here for the handle for opening the rear doors. No, it's actually found up here. Kind of a nice little look, at least in my personal opinion, that gives it a little bit of a cleaner look back here. So you're just gonna reach up here just like that, and there is what you basically have with your rear seat area. Give you a quick look around just from this particular angle. And we'll just take a quick look here at the driver's side door, and something I didn't show on the passenger side. How do you adjust these manually adjustable mirrors? That's what this is for. Just so you can see, you do have that on both sides. And here, of course, you have the manual release for the hood and another manual release right down here for the gas door, which is on the right-hand side of the vehicle, in case you're curious. And you can actually go through some information here on the dashboard, but as you can see, no steering wheel mounted controls, but you do have the ability to surf through what information is available here on the turn signal stalk right here, and you can hit menu, and as you can see, that's going to change when I hit menu like that. And then there's a dial right here. You can scroll up or down with that. So as you can see, that's what I'm doing right there. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see that on the screen at the same time. So basically, here's what you're gonna do. You can scroll through everything, and then when you get to a place where it won't scroll anymore, or you need to go to the next screen, of course, you're just gonna hit that menu button, and there you go. There's some more information. So there are some different features and functionality you can go through here, different information about what's going on with the vehicle. And as you can see, everything is analog here, the tachometer and the speedometer. And like I said, here is your touch screen. And you have a couple of screens here, one for the radio, and then just this main screen right here. But it does come with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And of course, quite a few different things. You've got connectivity for your phone. You can go in through settings. Let's see if I can hit that correctly right there. And go in through a lot of different information. Take a look at different things that are going on with the vehicle. You've got some features and functionality here that you can go and turn on or off. Or you can go over here to Vehicle. And you even have valet mode. Tell me down in the comments, do you plan to valet your Chevrolet Spark? If you do, make a video out of that. I would love to see that. That would actually be quite interesting to see the response of the valets if you pulled up with a Chevrolet Spark. But notice no teen driver mode. Well, with 98 horsepower, don't quite think teen driver mode is required, at least not in that respect. And here are the controls. Of course, you can go home right here if you need to do that. And of course, all the features down here on the bottom as well. You can see the temperature outside, the time, now all that good stuff. Still some nice technology here that, well, several years ago, no one had probably even thought about. Well, probably a couple of decades ago or so. But anyway, controls for your radio here, phone right there. And you do have single zone AC here. So as you can see, there are your controls for that. And let's see, let me get my bottle of water out of the way. And as you can hopefully see, I'm trying to give you a good view down there. You do have a couple of USB ports, some different connectivity down there. And of course, this is the CVT transmission, so it's not going to be the manual, although it would be quite interesting to drive this little car with a manual transmission. And just kind of to scroll back here, or pan back I should probably say, to show you what's here as far as in the center console. And like I said, the driver's seat does have an armrest, the passenger seat does not. And hey, if you want to put something up here, I'm not quite sure what would fit up there, but you could put something up there. So maybe a little creature comfort right there. And you do have some door bends. And basically that's what you've got here. Everything is literally manual. Tell me if this is something that you would like to purchase. I know there are people out there who would much rather have a base model like this, something that's kind of bare bones, not a lot of bells and whistles, and even with the crank for the windows and the manual door locks, might actually say, man, that's something I've been looking for. Now, as far as the test drive goes here, there's not really a lot to report. It's a subcompact. It gets good gas mileage. It doesn't have a ton of horsepower, although it does have 120 miles per hour on the speedometer. I have to wonder how much of that could we actually get if we had room to open up this Chevrolet Spark and see what that 1.4 liter four-cylinder could actually do. We're not going to do that today because, number one, I'm in Bossier City where the cops are a little more strict than they are in Shreveport. But also, I just want to be respectful of the dealership's equipment. But if you're looking for a vehicle that would get around town easily, be easy to park, and great gas mileage and all that kind of stuff, well, honestly, it would be a really good buy. And even though it's $17,000, roughly 15 to 17, depending on discounts and all that kind of stuff, well, you know, honestly, this would be a great first car for a new driver, especially with the lack of horsepower. So as I pull back in here to Red River Chevrolet, gotta say thanks to my friends here at the dealership for loaning me this little model for the day. It's been quite interesting to drive. Of course, the main reason for this, of course, being the fact that I had a request to make this video. Tell me what you want to see me feature here on the Vehicle Visionary YouTube channel, guys, and I will do everything I can to make that happen. Thanks for taking the time to watch. And I hope you enjoyed this video. The person who requested it, hopefully I covered everything you wanted to see. And I look forward to seeing all of you in my next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.